My name is Sarah, I'm 29, and I started making poor choices after high school. I was in a bad relationship. I was on a bad merry-go-round for many years, and yeah, it lasted years. The biggest thing I learned while I was incarcerated was I made bad choices and I did things I wouldn't have normally done because I did not like who I was. And yeah, it was a good experience for me all in all. At the end, I realized I had a lot of false pride issues, and through that experience, I was able to turn it into self-respect. I spent 90 days in a military-style boot camp. There, I learned a lot about myself as well, and the person I was, I did not like. I didn't like her, and I wanted to change. So there I was able to figure out what I wanted my life to look like after release. So I set goals. I was referred to 70x7 upon release by the department employee. I went through 70x7 and ended up getting employed by a company in Ottawa County. And I worked in the factory for a little while and then applied for another job and went through several interviews and was hired. I didn't know what to expect when I walked in and met Sandy. She was very welcoming, and I thought I didn't need any help. I still was thinking that I have this, I got this on my own, but the fact of the matter is you're coming out of prison with felonies, felonies, and you expect to get hired in these, great jobs, and that's not true. That's not the truth. And so I think the biggest thing for me was going to Sandy's class at 70x7 was just remembering that I can always learn something and remain teachable, and and letting go of that false pride. And I can accept help, and I'm not the strongest human being in the world. I'm not. And accepting help, and yeah, so it was a very good experience. It was extremely hard starting out in the factory. I've always had good positions at companies, working in the office, doing administrative work, some event planning and whatnot, and I really felt like I had to humble myself to go and work in a plant or a factory. And I fought it tooth and nail, and then I ended up just like giving in one day and said, I need a job, I have to do this. I really want to change, and if I'm going to stay in my old behaviors and mentality, I'm not going to change. So I went to work there and learned a lot, and now I'm working in an office as an administrative assistant and support to the other departments. And I love my job. I absolutely love it. So I'm very grateful for 70x7 and where I started.